playing principal roles such as Shenzi, Sarabi, and the iconic Rafiki. We performed 6 days a week, 8 shows a week. It was tough. Lion King was the hardest show I've ever done. Today, I'm going to share my top 5 warm-up rituals to help you sing, move, and feel your best. Number 1, a physical warm-up. So during the rehearsal process, they made everybody in the company come together and we had a daily warm-up, a physical warm-up. It was led by the associate dance choreographer, and she put together a nice little 15-minute dance combo. I'm not a dancer, so I'm not going to give you the whole combo. As you know, I am a singer. But there were a few moves that really stuck with me, and I thought that were really good for my body. So we started off with neck rotations, go the other direction, shoulder shrugs. We also did rolling of the shoulders, roll the shoulders forward, rolling the shoulders backwards, really opening up the shoulder girdle and the chest. That was really great. Torso movements, getting that nice and loose. Undulations in the hips, stretching the arms, reaching over. There was a lot of ballet combos, a lot of reaching. Ooh, my belly. There's a lot of usage of arms, so your arms really have to be strong in this show. So there's a lot of reaching, arms to the side, arms up, arms across the body, really stretching the shoulder and the arms, torso, neck, head, and the waist. Always a physical warm-up. So whatever physical warm-up you want to do is very important to start your day. Number 2 on this list is breath work. I can't begin to tell you how important it was to regulate and understand the breath. I know I've done videos before in the past, and I know a lot of vocal teachers talk about the breath, and sometimes people are like, I just want to sing. But there is no voice without the breath, okay? And this show really solidified the importance of how to maximally breathe. We would do a lot of exercises where we would expand the rib cage, hold and exhale on or we would exhale on a humming sound. And we would also do that while walking around. So really learning how to regulate our breath through movement, because yes, it's a lot easier to breathe when you're standing still, but when you are dancing or you're doing some sort of choreography and your leg is up here, you still have to be able to regulate the breathing because you are singing and dancing, because if you don't, you will pass out. But before I even do any complicated breath work, I do a very simple yoga type breathing. I think it's called pranayama, I think. Please don't crucify me. I believe so. This sort of single nostril breathing. So you take your fingers, another good breathing exercise is breathing through a straw. Just get a cup of water, have a nice long straw, and blow bubbles into the straw. Breathing is key. This next thing that I focus on after I do my physical warm-up and I work on my breathing are vocal warm-ups. A quick exercise that I would do just to test how my voice is feeling would be a siren, something called a siren. Just to start off and test where my voice is at. Next, I would just do like a simple and I do that on different vowel sounds. Another one that I would do is the sound go. Strong sound to engage the diaphragm. Go, go, and just to feel where the sound is sitting in my body. Go, 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 to get my chest resonance open. Go, 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 go. Just on a simple 5-note scale, nothing crazy. Next thing I would do is warm up my head notes. I would do rushed for time, I would do something like that. Just do exercises that takes me from my lowest range all the way to the top and back. And the idea is to be able to run through your full range smoothly. I also did facial exercises because a lot of the words that we were saying are from different tribes in South Africa. So, and the way that they speak is very different to the way that a Canadian like myself speaks. So I was really doing exercises to wrap my mouth and my face around saying the words properly, because I obviously want to honor the different languages and the different dialects. So I would do exercises that would help me say the words in the show. Exercises that would help with that are lip trills. Me, me, ma, momo. Hey, kika, ka. And a lot of clicks. So getting the tongue ready, getting the tongue nice and strong. I have a tongue exercise video. If you go back and look at it, I'll put it in the description above. But doing stuff like that, making a lot of sounds with my mouth, and then just saying different words so that it rolls off of my tongue properly. The fourth thing that I would do to prepare for my show is my tea. I love tea. I would normally go for a lemon ginger tea or a peppermint tea. Anything nice and warm is great. If I was feeling a little sick, something called elderberry, a lot of ginger. There's a nice little concoction that I made as well, where you put turmeric, lemon, ginger, cloves, black pepper, cayenne pepper, and some honey, and you boil that together and you drink that. Ooh, buddy, when I tell you that it cleans out all the inflammation in your body, it helps with the sore throat, it just keeps your immune system running very well so that you can do your show. And it also gives you a nice little energy boost. I don't know why, but I always felt good when I drank that stuff. And then before shows and after shows, I would steam. Vocal steaming is so important for vocal health. If you are going to be doing 8 shows a week, 6 days a week, there's literally no time to rest. Vocal health is so important. Again, I have a video on that as well. Everything I'm speaking about that I told you 5 years ago, 4 years ago on my channel, I put into practice during this contract, and it has saved me, made me so much stronger, and I had so much stamina to withstand anything that happened in the show. So, vocal health, make sure you take care of yourself. And the last thing that I would do to prep for the show is just sing. Shadowland, the leaves have fallen. Just doing stuff like that, or even just the practicing the harmonies in the show. So I would just think about what role I was playing that day. If I was playing an ensemble member that was an alto or second soprano or high soprano, and I would just have to change my brain configuration depending on who I was covering. So I would sing their vocal line or part of their vocal line just to get myself ready to jump into their role. Yeah, that is what I did to prepare myself every day in The Lion King. I hope all this information helps. I will give more information in later dates. But for now, if you like what you hear and you like the information I just gave, hit me with a subscribe, hit me with a comment, hit me with a share, so I can give you more of what I learned. All right? Thank you so much for rocking with me, the people that stayed. I appreciate you. I'm back, baby. I promise you that I will be giving you more content. Let me know what you need. Let me know what you want. And we'll go from there, okay? All right. It's your girl, Miss Chance, signing off. Bye!